Look, guys, I love it. So for those that are new, I guess, well, I know Anna, you may be working and just kind of listening in and lurking too, but Anna Robinson is new to our agency.
Welcome.
And we just started these meetings recently. So the Newbauer Agency does have about 100 agents plus throughout the country. This is just our base shop. One of our larger base shops has their own meetings, and having started these recently, we're going to see bigger and bigger attendance as the weeks go by. But I just wanted to welcome you, and Dustin again. If Kathy, Mugu, or anybody comes in, I'll definitely welcome them too. But Anna Robinson is a PNC agent out of Houston, I believe.
Awesome.
She's studying for her life and health right now, finishing up her master's degree, her MBA, and going to be doing some pretty great stuff with us here. So very, very excited to welcome her to the team. There's Mugisha. Hi, Mugisha. Oh, he's connecting to audio. Hi, Mugisha. Good to see you, man. Sorry, I had to close out the other waiting room. So it may have looked like I kicked you out, but I didn't. I just had to refresh.
No, it's fine.
Excellent. So everybody, this will be a short meeting. I wanted to, make sure that we keep to our weekly meeting time. But I wanted to kick it off just to, edify a little bit. I'm just so proud of our very own Betsy Barr and everything that you've accomplished, Betsy. And now that you've got the new office, I can't wait to see what's going to happen. But you were announced on the national call, mentioned a couple times. I mean, our agency is growing so big and fast. It felt like it was a Cook Group meeting, right? I mean, that was nothing but names from our hierarchy. And Betsy, you were highlighted a good 2 or 3 times for your, you truly pioneered in the debt-free life arena. So I'm just so grateful to have you on the team. And I hope everyone will pay attention to Cook Next Steps, because you don't have to be a debt-free life expert in order to participate in helping families with debt-free life, in both the service side and the commission side. Betsy's team will do all the work. You just make the introduction through cooknextsteps.com. And of course, she'll do the work and a generous commission split with you for the introduction. So Betsy, do you have any, there we go. There's the Cook Next Steps. Anything you'd like to say?
No, thank Mark. It's because of you. Thank you for all you did to support and encourage me. I tell you what, guys, leadership is so important, and we're on a great team. So thank you for, giving me the space and the opportunity to really grow this and support and encourage me when I was like, I can't do it anymore. You can, I believe in you. And so anyways, just, all that we're seeing today it's a team effort. And so anyways, just really thankful to be here. Send them to Cook Next Steps. We're here for it. We're excited for it. You, just so if you're not sure, you can just click on that link. You can hop over to Debt Free Life and then grab a spot for your client on my calendar. And then I'll handle all the follow-up, do all that with the client, and you get 40% of the commission. So just watch for that money to be deposited into your bank account. And then we also, especially for the Newbauer group, specifically, we have a thing called referral sites. And so if you are interested in getting one of those set up, so that you can get partners of like mortgage brokers or realtors or teachers that would then send additional debt-free life clients on in for you to get even more passive income, let me know, and we will, that's just more fun for everybody.
That's right. I love it. Love it. Thank you so much, Betsy. And Shelly, I just have to say, because I know you didn't like your brown hair the other week, but you look fantastic. I love what you did with it. Whatever you did there, it looks fantastic. So guys, we had a lot of stuff. What I wanted to discuss very briefly. I know you guys touched on it with Steve Devine. Thank you so much for handling last week's call. Time just flies. That was last week already, wasn't it?
What's that?
We had the summit last week, right? And rolled out some really incredible tools. And I know a couple of you have engaged in the summit steps. who has engaged in Summit? It's on the call right now. Is that a sort of, Dominic?
I have.
That's a sort of. Yes.
It's a sort of, and I should engage more in it. But yes, it is a sort.
Definitely. I mean, if you guys were on the national call yesterday, this is just, this is, even though it's after the fact, it really is a foundational piece to everything that, that we do here as our bread and butter business. And for anybody that's looking to build an agency here, all the way down to, hey, I'm a brand new agent. Every single one of us, myself included, should be partaking in the summit, which is on the homepage. Anna, I know you don't have your contracting in yet, but once you get your contracting in, you'll get logins to the website, and you'll be able to do that once you get your license. But guys, this is a new era at Quility Symmetry. You can see as we get closer and closer to what they've called a triggering event on the national call since August of 19, I believe it was. No, of 20. Wow, these years are going by. But August of 20, when they said, hey, we very well may go public or have some kind of triggering event. We do anticipate we will be a domineering force in the fintech space, that's above and beyond being simply an IMO. And I hope you guys can see that this, $20 million plus that they've poured into technology is very, it's very apparent, right? I mean, we can see what's happening here. So please don't take that for granted. I know we joke, if you attended every single meeting at Symmetry, you never get your work done, right? There's no shortage of meetings or trainings or webinars and carrier resources and all that. So as Chris Cook always wisely says, take what you want, leave what you don't. At the same time, there are some things here that I feel are definite staples. And, oh, Dustin, you're not just saying hi, you have your hand raised. All right, I'll get to you in a sec. I apologize. I saw the yellow hand and it didn't click in my head.
Oh no, I was just saying that I have been using Summit. It's great.
Oh, good. I was actually hoping to get some feedback on it. So thank you for that. What do you like most about it, Dustin?
It's been really systematic, very step by step. It forced me to go back through some of the things that I learned early on and just kind of re-review them and make sure, like, for example, the role and purpose is a step in the real script. Yes. And you're given something in the real script to say, but if you're having trouble getting sticky applications, the role and purpose is something that is known to improve, persistent policies. And so, or policy persistency, right? So Summit made me write out my own role and purpose using a 5-step outline that I had been taught before and just never did. And because the script they give you in the real script is fine, right? It's good, it's enough, but it's not personal. And I hadn't made it personal. So I rewrote a script and I'm working on memorizing it so that when I get to that stage in my presentation, that can just roll off my tongue and really build a lot of credibility with the clients.
Fantastic. And Dustin did. I just want to applaud Dustin. Was very proactive. He wrote out his new role and purpose and sent it to me for review and input. And guys, if you don't have a role and purpose written out, again, you're brand new, Anna, so understood. You'll get to know what role and purpose is, but it really is. I found, once I heard that call from Cecily and Ayers Newsom, which is called this, avoid the think about it, establishing your role and purpose on SoundCloud. It changed the whole trajectory of my career here in terms of production, because it just manages the family's expectation from the get. They know exactly who you are, why you're there, what you're doing. And most importantly, psychologically, you're also letting them know that this might not even be something they need, right? And if it's not, you're off to help your next family. And hopefully that's true. Keeping an active book of appointments is key to psychological success at Symmetry. I know we've all been there. You have 3 appointments and you're just, biting your fingernails, hoping that you close one of them, and you're sweating, and that will transpire into your performance overall, right? But if you got 15 appointments and 3 of them say no, who cares, right? You got 12 more to go. And metrically speaking, 2 or 3 of those are going to be apps. And at that point, no's don't mean anything, because you've pretty much already fulfilled your personal quota for the day. So, Shelly, I see your hand raised there. Go for it.
So I will say this, I did the same thing. I went into the summit and I've gotten through, and it has you go to the Quility U and go through that, and some of those questions where they ask, what do you do first and all this and that, there's like 4 or 5 questions, and they want you to put them in the right spot. I will say that the way they have it set up, I don't think it's correct, because I've tried every avenue and it still don't come out right. And I know how to do it.
Well, go ahead.
But it's like the way they have it worded or something. I don't know. Because it's really strange. And I called Steve and I asked him, and he says, yeah, it's really funky because it doesn't really put it in the right way.
So that's great to know. So here's what I love about that, guys. We just read The Squeaky Wheel last month, which is all about positive complaining, right? For lack of a better term, and complaining to the right parties. So this is a perfect example of, we just rolled out a brand new system. I'm loving the accountability measures in it. And again, I task, I say task because I can't make you do anything, right? This is your business. But if you wanted advice from me and follow the lead into growing a big business the way that we have and continue to do, I would love to task everybody here to, if it's been a couple of years since you did Quility U, start there. If you're brand new, you're going to start there anyway. But please get into the summit and work away and learn everything you can. And if you're a semi-veteran like Shelly is, and you run into something that you're like, well, I don't think that looks right. You heard it straight from Brian Williamson on yesterday's call. This is a brand new system. If you put in a ticket, within an hour, they're gonna look into it. They're gonna fix it. So they have a team behind the scenes that's working on this live as we experience it, and they love the feedback. So and don't worry about what you think of your feedback. If you're driven, if you're compelled to put it out there, put it out there. Let them filter it. And if they note that, oh my gosh, you're right, step 3 should be step 2, they're going to fix that. And you're helping all of Symmetry Nation with those comments, Shelly. So, and that goes for all of you, please, all of us. If you notice, as they say in grade school, if you see something, say something, right? So, Betsy, did you ever tell your class that? That's just a big one, right? Stranger danger, see something, say something. But
No, we're high schoolers.
there you go. They know that by now, hopefully.
Yay, algebra 2. They didn't.
Exactly.
They didn't buy it.
I thought of you last night, Betsy. I was helping Billy with homework, and he breaks out that Texas Instrument calculator with the
Oh yes, TI. Does he have an 83 or 86?
asking me to help him with means and modes, and I'm there on Google, like, let's watch this YouTube video, Billy, because I have no clue.
Lord, just give me a call.
Yeah, fun stuff. So, hey, speaking of, I do want to also welcome Kathy Chesney to the call, and Alan Andrade. Kathy, we had the pleasure of speaking on the phone. Alan, I don't think you and I have had the pleasure of meeting. So if you guys wouldn't mind, just even 30 seconds, say hi, tell us a little bit about yourself, and by all means, welcome to the team. So great to see you. How about you go first, Kathy?
Okay, I'm Kathy Chesney. I live on North Lake in East Tennessee, and I got Dustin's text a couple of a little while ago. I'm out running errands, so I apologize for the background noise, but I'm excited to learn more about the opportunities.
Well, that's excellent. And just so you know, Shelly and Betsy are probably right around the corner from you in
Yes.
Knoxville, Tennessee there. So you guys
Yeah.
ever want to brainstorm or get to lunch? Kathy's very active in her, Kathy is a pastor, if I may,
Okay.
in her church. And, you know, there's probably some really great advanced market stuff that, you know, she could really serve her congregation with and otherwise. But if nothing else, you guys should probably get together for lunch and
Yes,
fill each
Yeah.
other in on the good stuff. Because that's,
Knoxville, Tennessee, May 23rd, girl.
that's true.
yes, that's
May
right.
23rd.
We're going to have a corporate overview down
Yep.
in Knoxville, Kathy. The Dustin
Be
will give
there,
you
be
details.
square.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I'm on vacation that week.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. And that's no fair.
Hey,
Don't worry,
we're doing them every month. So
yeah, we're going to be doing these monthly thanks to Betsy and Shelly and the team at Knoxville. I think I may have mentioned, Kathy, our home office for our hierarchy is actually right in Knoxville. So Chris Cook, we're in the Cook hierarchy, direct to Symmetry. He's right there too. So you're in a really, really good spot for association with the team. Alan, very nice to meet you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and welcome to the team?
Hey, Mark, thank you for having me. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and
Oh,
clear.
okay. Thank you very much. I'm under Dustin. I just joined the team. I'm working on the course. I've been working for about a week now. I'm getting ready to get my license. Really excited to be here. Excited to learn. Thank you very much for having me.
Fantastic, man. And Alan, Kathy, and Anna, the sooner you guys turn in your contracting paperwork, the sooner we can get you into band. I would love for you guys to be a part of our band group. It sounds a little like, what is that from the outside? But once you're in, you'll see it is the hub for everything we do inside of this hierarchy within Symmetry.
Yes, I was, Dustin did get me on there, so I am joined into band already. Yes.
Fantastic. I love that you're on there. Oh, and here comes the superstar,
that's right.
Mohammed. Hold on, wait till his audio is working. Mohammed, big shot. Thanks he can just show
Mohammed,
up
woo,
whenever.
woo,
I love it. Look at you.
woo. He's got a new rider.
I know. Alice, yeah, first app. And that was no small app. That couldn't have been mortgage protection. That was something like 4,000 to 6,000 APV or something like that.
No, okay, and she's got like 3 more to write.
Yeah,
Goodness,
she did.
congratulations.
She did one of them already. I think she submitted 3 total so far. She got one more. She's waiting on the e-signature on the other one.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Mohammed, we are so grateful to have you on the team, and I love just how you've been with us a little bit, but you just started exploding in January with activity, and look how it's paid off. I'm just so grateful to be in business with you, man.
Yeah. Just coming from prospecting from the real estate office, so I'm heading back now.
Oh, great.
He is putting in the work.
Good for you, man. Well, I want to edify Mohammed for a minute, guys. He really, and it's a testament to Betsy's leadership and to the Symmetry infrastructure. Mohammed had a previous career successfully helping people primarily with Index Universal Life. Fell in love with the debt-free life opportunity on Betsy's team, and has since engaged and added a lot of value to we've got advanced market training for anybody when you're ready. You know, we do IUL training every Monday with our trainer, William Steiner, and Mohammed has just added incredible value to that. And I'd love to say vice versa, because incidentally, as kind of timing with those meetings, Mohammed's not only exploded with personal activity, but as Betsy mentioned, also got into building a team, and Alice Young is now on the team. Am I saying that right, her last name? I think so. I hope so. She's not here, so nobody tell her if I'm not. I'll call her personally and ask, but I'm really thrilled to welcome Alice to the team, and Mohammed, you guys just let us know how we can serve, and On a side note, I'm saying this to Mohammed now, but I say it to each and all. I know a lot of you guys are really taking Symmetry's call to action very seriously and building your teams and ramping up production. If you are building a team and you ever just want to get on a group orientation, or maybe you have a new agent that you'd like, me to meet, I'm more than happy would love to do that. And we can even do, like I said, small group orientations where we can do some goal setting and things like that. However I can help, just reach out, and I'm happy to do so. The only other thing I'd love for you guys to do in that's my task for the week is get into Summit. If it's Kathy, Alan, Anna, by all means, especially Alan, Anna, you guys want to get through your licensing first and foremost, but hop right into Quility U. When you're done with that, that's our training platform. But thereafter, Kathy, you're licensed, ready to roll. I would definitely be jumping into Summit and just check out how that works for you as a new agent in terms of giving you bite-sized pieces of education to begin your journey here. But also think ahead, think as a leader and think about how that can help you guys when you're recruiting, because it's tough recruiting anytime, but when you're recruiting early on, as many of us did right away, because you don't have to know everything to recruit here, right? You just have to A, understand the general opportunity, and B, believe in it, right? If you don't believe in it, you're certainly not ready to build, and maybe that's a discussion to be had. But once you understand what it is, once you believe it is, then it's very easy, because you almost just become compelled to share the opportunity. And in that, I want you guys to recognize not only what this tech is doing for us as students, but what it will, I shouldn't even call it students, because students are great, but we're here to act, right? We're here to put our intentions into action. So you'll always be learning. And as Brian Williamson so wisely stated on the call yesterday, I think it was Brian or Smith. If we spend all our time learning, it was on the builders call, right? If we spend all of our time learning everything before we go out in the field, it's probably going to be 6-8 months before you get out in the field, and that's going to be really frustrating unless you were born with a silver spoon and you've got the luxury of time to do that. Outside of that, it's time to get into action, get messy, make mistakes, and make as many as you can in the beginning, because that's how we learn best. So again, without beating a dead horse, let's get into Summit. But along the way in Summit, you're going to see a nice tool there. I actually shared a similar tool on one of our huddles a couple of weeks ago, but it essentially allows you to reverse engineer your income and establish a lead budget. This is one of the most important things you can do here, guys, if you are working the lead system and working with mortgage protection. And even if you're not working the lead system, I know a couple of you have your own lead systems in place. And if that's working for you, great, more power to you, right? But there are metrics in this business, and Symmetry, above all others that I have witnessed, have their metrics down better than anybody throughout the insurance industry. I mean, it really is just spot on accurate on a 6-week average. Again, you can't go out there one week and say the metrics didn't work. You need time to develop metrics. Betsy, the math teacher, knows that. But six weeks is what they recommend to establish your metrics if you're working consistently. And in that 6 weeks, you will find that Symmetry's metrics play out to a T. So I urge you to pay special attention to the income, reverse engineering your income section of that. It'll allow you to basically say, hey, I want to make $5,000 a week. What do I have to do? And it'll spit out exactly, how many appointments you should have, how many meetings you should get from that, and essentially what it's going to take to ramp up to that. Shelly?
I just wanted to kind of throw out there too. If anybody wants to get in and like on LinkedIn and kind of split the cost as far as that goes, if anybody is wanting to do that, that would be awesome.
And what Shelly's referring to, guys, if you're new, is Shelly has just gotten into building her business and recruiting. And many times when you're just starting out with a little budget, you can do a little. With a slightly bigger budget, you can do quite a bit more, especially on platforms like LinkedIn or ZipRecruiter. So if anybody is just kind of dipping their toe in the water or wants to get involved in recruiting, Shelly is offering to co-op with you, in which you guys will kind of pool a budget. You'll use her LinkedIn, but then do a round robin on the interviews. So if anybody would like to participate in that, reach out to Shelly. If you don't have her information, reach out to me and I'll connect you. And we can help organize some co-op dollars there for a recruiting machine. They're all effective, guys. ZipRecruiter, Indeed, Facebook, LinkedIn. My personal favorite right now is LinkedIn. Because of some of the automated messaging. And Shelly, congratulations. By the way, I did speak with Rigel this morning. He is out of country, but he's very excited to move forward. And he'll be coming, he's going to be getting his onboarding in by this weekend for you and starting beginning of April. So congrats to you.
Yay.
First new agent out of the LinkedIn recruiting portal. So
Yay.
it all works if we work, guys. So we're right on a half an hour here. I'd love to open this up to any questions you have. If you're brand new, again, please remember there's no dumb questions. I may give you a dumb answer, but there's no dumb questions. Michael, I see you've got something.
Yes. I didn't get a chance to watch all of the, 3-4 hour summit. I got to watch probably half of it. Is it saved anywhere so I can revisit it?
Well, they always post our meetings up on the website. Does anyone know if the summit is yet posted on the website?
Here, I'll go check real quick.
Thank you.
I have not seen it yet.
Yeah, I didn't see it yesterday. I looked because that was going to be my last recommendation is if you are new, if you didn't get to see the summit, Michael, you're spot on. Check it out because you guys would not believe the resources that they're rolling out.
Yeah, I'm quite excited.
I mean, they are going to post it, right?
Yeah, they said they were. They said it was going to take about 2 days before it could get up on the internet.
That makes sense. There was quite a bit of information there. I will give a shout out. Just I'm going to shout myself out here for a minute, only to show what's possible. But I did qualify for the Costa Rica trip this year, and I just want to thank everybody on the team for helping make that possible. That is Costa Rica and vacations aside, it's something I'm very grateful for because it's an achievement. It's no small task, and it really takes a team to accomplish that task. And I'm so grateful for our team and so grateful to be there. And I hope you guys can see, for someone like me that's been doing this part-time from day one, those of you that may be brand new, I have been part-time since day one. I'm still part-time. I love this business, and I have passions outside this business that I cater to. So balance is always a challenge, but consistency is key. And as long as you're consistent, amazing things can happen. I came here 5.5 years ago at this point, and truly, I mean, I know I've said it in little monologues before, but I mean, guys, I was in a position where I was putting bananas back at the checkout counter at the grocery store because I was a little over, and I didn't like being in that position. I prayed on it, I meditated on it, and that led to a few YouTube videos, which somehow led to me finding Symmetry on ZipRecruiter. And, being broke and wondering where I'm going to get my first lead budget, from me and Steve worked side by side of that first week. And I remember shaking, picking up the phone the first time, and crazy times. And now here 5.5 years later, our agency did over $2 million in APV last year. And here's something astounding, guys. We're now over $600,000 for the year to date. So 2 million last year, and we're already more than 25% past that in the first 2 months of 2022. So there's growth in numbers, right? And there's an X factor that plays into, to a fire that's burning with many coals. So that's just my own kind of testimony to what the system can do for you. if you simply get to that point, even if you have to borrow faith in the beginning, but get to that point where you understand we all come from different walks of life. Most of us were not insurance people when we got here, right? I always like to, because that's something I've always wanted to be better at. And thanks to helping Billy with his homework, I'm getting better at it. But Betsy and her math background, Steve comes from a baseball coaching background, Dustin an IT background, myself in entertainment. And I know we just all come from these different places. And it's pretty amazing what can happen when you focus your time, whether you're part-time or full-time. Please just give it the consistency and plug in. You guys are here. I applaud you for that. This is all part of it. But again, Q&A, if anybody's got any burning questions, and I will notify you via email once we see the summit up. I urge Kathy, Alan, Anna to watch the summit. Just pretend you're binge watching, Yellowstone or something like that, because it's a long one, but there are some very valuable things in there. You're going to see a lot of our team, a lot of these faces recognized nationally on that summit, which is very cool. You're part of a growing, successful team. But most of all, I want you to be witness to the technology that they're rolling out. That's going to exponentially allow us to focus simply on the income producing activities that we came here to do. And that's impacting people, because I talk about income, but income doesn't happen until you impact another person positively, at least not sustainable income, right? Anybody can go rob a bank and then good luck to them the rest of their life. But if you do good, you will reap good, right? So the more that we can impact positively, the more currency just becomes a symbol of and a byproduct of our good doings. So and that's at the core of that's of Symmetry's core values, and it's why I love this company, because it's not about selling insurance. It's about becoming a better person, becoming a better leader, and cultivating a mindset of impacting others positively. And that, again, to Betsy, why her business is so successful. She's so passionate about. I still can't get over your speech at conference last year, Betsy, but it was so great. I love the lawnmower commercial and everything. But it was so impactful, because Betsy has a true heart for helping families take the power back from the banks and put it into their own portfolio. And it's so cool to watch that come to fruition. So before we adjourn, does anybody have any general questions or feelings, sentiments, positive complaints that we can address? I'm happy to help. That's it. All right, guys, smile, everybody. Do good today. Ask yourself every single day in the morning, guys, what 3 things can I do to improve my business here? And remember that part of that includes some of these side activities that we recommend. Reading the book of the month. If you guys are new, go on Amazon or wherever you get your books. I love Kindle because I can take it to me everywhere, from a lobby to the bathroom to wherever. It's with me, right? The Happiness Advantage is the name of the book of the month. It was just announced a couple days ago. We commit as a team inside the hierarchy to read 10 pages a day. No more, no less, just 10 pages a day, because more, you're not going to soak it up. Less, probably not going to finish the book by the time we announce the next one. So this is how we grow ourselves, guys. And the more that you can fill your mind with positive direction, the more you will expedite your success trajectory here at Symmetry. So thank you, guys. Go out and get the book of the month. I'll send you an email when we see the summit posted. And those of you that don't have your onboarding turned in, get to it, because you're going to have the website opened up to you, and you're going to see just how magnificent the tools that we have at our hands are. And I thank you all for being a part of this. Mohammed, again, special congrats to you. I know you had your biggest month ever. And on top of that, an agent writing new business in her first week. That's exciting stuff. And Kathy and Alan and Anna, I can't wait to see what comes for you guys. And just know, outside of your directs, I'm here for you. So the more you tune in, the more we know what's going on, right? So never, ever, ever be stuck. Just say, what's next, right? What's next? That's the only 2 words you really have to remember, and everything will be great. So thank you guys for showing up. I love that these are getting bigger and bigger every week as we spread the word, and we'll see you next Thursday.